right, guys. Get it started here. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. ES. Let's take a look at ES here. All right, so we broke out to new all-time highs, okay, a couple days ago. Okay, and now we're consolidating right here. Above that 6,900, below that 6,950. Okay, we're building a bull flag here, but we can possibly pull back to support here at 6,850. Maybe fill this gap right here at 6,841. 68.41 and change 25. Okay, that would be gap fill. All right, so we have a bull flag forming on the daily. We did put in a hanging man, kind of dark cloud cover and a hanging man. So if tomorrow we lose that 68.96, we're gonna pretty much fall back down towards this 68.50, 68.40 area, and fill that gap, and that'd be great. And then that'd be a buy zone for that 7,000. Okay, that would be a buy zone here for that push to 7,000. That'd be great. Okay, everything looks good. We had a Fed meeting today. We have a squeeze firing to the day on the daily going up. Everything's looking good there. We broke the bearish divergence on the daily. On the daily here. Broke that divergence on the daily, so that's good. That's telling us we're going to go higher. Okay, on the 4 hour, we broke that divergence, and then we back tested it today. So there's a possibility we just go up from here. So we don't even go gap fill. We just hold that and we go up. So, both ways. I mean, either way, I'm long overall long the market. But, we could either come back and fill this gap, hit that support level, and then turn around and go back to 7,000, or we just go there now. Okay. I would prefer us to fill the gap first and then go. But, market wants to go, market will go. But this is what it's looking like. 7,000, 7,100. Okay. And bull flag nice. Possible pullback to that 68.50. Otherwise, it's going to keep on running up. Keep on running up. All right. So, same idea with SPY. SPY broke the bearish divergence on that daily. Broke the bearish divergence on that daily. Squeeze firing to the upside. Okay, we do have a hanging man on the daily, but if we lose that 684, then we'll be coming back down here to support at 678, 679 level. Fill that gap, and then set up for a push to that 700. Okay, and then on SPY we have targets at 697 and 706. So keep in mind that we're still bullish overall. We're bullish, but we could fill this gap here and take off, or we could just continue to take off because the market is strong right now. But remember, we have earnings. We have some earnings coming up this week, big earnings. So just keep that in mind. We might chop a little until the earnings, or the earnings might drop it, or the earnings might pop it, whatever that happens. Okay. All right. So that's the whole game plan here. We're either gonna drop it to support here and gap fill, or we run it up and continue running up to these targets. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. We're starting to trend again, so that's good. Starting to trend again, so that's good. Okay, QQQ. Same idea. So we have a hanging man on the daily. If we drop, then we come back down to the support area at 622, possibly 618.50 gap fill. But if we drop here, most likely this is gonna hold. I don't know if we're gonna gap fill, but hopefully we gap fill. Gap fill, that'd be great. And set up, and then we would set up to go to 650 and 660 for a potential bull flag setup. Okay, and that bearish divergence on the daily as well broke. So there's a possibility that we're starting a trend, uptrend here, uptrending channel here like this. Okay. So if we drop down to that area of support, that'd be perfect, and then we set up to go higher on this bullish channel. So might not get that gap fill. It might not. So, but definitely come back down to the support area at 622 if we do drop, and then continue on up. But again, that's if we drop. There's no guarantee we will, but we are putting in hanging mans all day on a lot of things. So just keep that in mind. If not, we're going to 650 and 660. So market's bullish. Market's bullish. Very strong. Very strong. We had that Fed meeting today. The markets held on. They dropped initially, but then they held on. But this hanging man is a concern. So we got to see what tomorrow brings. Okay, IWM still kind of chopping around in this area. Can't really get past this level here. So it's still choppy, boxy. It had a bearish divergence. It broke it. Now it's back testing it. So see if this holds and it can continue on higher. All right, DIA. DIA broke out, and you can see that QQQ, SPY, DIA are the strong ones. IWM still hasn't broken out. Okay, DIA broke out with the squeeze, but it did put in a indecision candle, bearish engulfing candle. So this suggests that we could pull back some here, and then set up a bull flag and then continue on. Okay, if it loses this, it might come back down here. But overall, looking at DIA, has a squeeze firing up, stochastics up, RSI up, everything's up, trends up, new all-time highs. It looks good. Doesn't look bad. Does not look bad. Does not look bad. All right, we'll just jump into some stocks here. Let's see, what stocks do we want to go first? CC, what is that? Okay. All right. All right, so we have a downtrend here, and we're going sideways here. Okay, we broke the downtrend here. Okay, and then we're back testing it here, and we're going sideways now. Um, earnings coming up in a week, next week. So it's pretty much not going to do anything until earnings. And if you want to be long this one, you can, but it's an earnings play, 50-50, 50-50 shot. 50-50 shot. It is near the lows. That looks great right now. You try to get long this. If you're thinking that this is going to hold and this is going to form a bull flag and then take off, you could definitely get long this, but it's an earnings play. It looks good overall longer term, but it also looks weak. So the only reason why it looks good for like a possible double bottom on the weekly, but also has a bear flag on it. Could be weak, could drop it, but it does look like a pretty good double bottom area. So if you want to be long this in earnings, go ahead. You just know your risks that you're willing to take. Oh, okay. Tide water. It broke the downtrend here, but it's rejecting that 20 SMA, and it's rejecting that consistently 5 times. Okay. Holding the 200 SMA. Holding the 200 SMA. And the RSI is coming back up. It needs to get past that 50. It tried to get past that 50 here. It failed. It needs to get past this 50 this time and get over it. And this needs to get over that 20 SMA. Otherwise, this is no good. Okay. All right, Lulu. All right, Lulu broke out, hit that 186, and then came back here. I believe Lulu's any gap fill, and then once that gap fills, I think it will turn around and then start to move. We got over that 50. We got over that 20, then we got over that 50. Then we didn't stay over there that too long. We got back under that 50 and 20 SMA today, but I think that just like the markets are gonna do, I think they're gonna fill the gap, then turn around and run. That's my take on Lulu. It's gonna either be that or we just go sideways. So we got out of the sideways consolidation here, and then we came back in right now. This is the weekly. So hopefully we fill that gap tomorrow, and then we turn around. We're still right here on the 200 SMA monthly. So it's still a good buy. Still a good buy. As long as that 200 SMA monthly holds, it's still a good buy. So I think it fills the gap, then it turns around, and then it starts to make things happen. Okay. right? All right, right has a squeeze on it. Broke the bearish divergence here. Holding its 20 SMA. Right looks good. Bull flag on the weekly. Bull flag on the weekly. But it's just consolidating here. Consolidating with that bull flag. It has earnings coming up on Friday or tomorrow. Tomorrow actually. Earnings coming up tomorrow. It looks good overall, but I'm not sure if that earnings is gonna take it down. If that earnings is gonna take it down or be flat, because overall on the weekly it doesn't look like it's ready to run. Doesn't look like it's ready to run, but could be wrong. It could run, but overall it does look good. I mean, long term it looks good. So I would be long it, but earnings play, that's 50-50 always. I'm not gonna say earnings is not 50-50. They are always 50-50. Okay. All right, Nokia. Nokia needs time. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Nokia needs time. Obviously, this stock already doubled in price. It was at $3.98, right? $4 was the low. So $4 was at $4, and then it hit $8. That doubled. Okay, that doubled already. So that doubled within 4 months. Okay, now it needs time. So if you want to enter this, buy leaps. Just buy time. This had a big, huge move. It had a move from $6.40 to $8.19. So a $2 move, 50% move, right? Or 40% move in one day. So now it needs time. It's going to consolidate. It's going to consolidate for a little bit, for a little while, and then it's going to go, and it's going to go higher over time. Okay, once it gets past $10, then it will start really cooking. So once it gets past $10, it will start really cooking. Okay. So my long-term goal for Nokia, long-term goal is going to be 15.50 over the long term. I'm talking about a year or two. So, I know everybody's excited because it popped 50% in 4 months, but it's still you need time. So, I wouldn't be looking at lottos for this. Leaps only. All right, let's see here. All right, let's go. DE next. Okay. All right, DE falling wedge broke out. You know, we pretty much got in at the the the, the end of this, right? We got in here, and then we got in more here. Okay, and then now we're here above everything we got in. So we're above everything. Okay, now what's going on? We hit the 200 SMA, which was our target, right? We said that 200 SMA was our target, and that would pull back and hit and hold that 50 SMA. As long as we're doing that, we're fine. We're doing that right now. All right. So what's next? Well, it has a bull flag on it for me. Okay, bull flag, bullish harami, indecision candle. Okay, holding the support area of 468.28 and holding that 50 SMA. Okay, inside day. Okay, looks good. Okay, tomorrow if we push through 477.89, then we should start moving up. Okay, our big level that we need to break is 488. I mean 484. Okay, once we break that 484, we go 490. Okay, once we could break through that 490, we go 492 and 500. Okay, 500, and then our big target that we're aiming for November is 505. So that should be done in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So the DE November calls that for 500, they should hit. We should be in the 500s before November 21st. All right. Do you think there could be some front-running buying on DE before earnings next month with the new move today? Let's see. Where is the earnings? Earnings is on 11/26. I think we consolidate, then we fire up, and then once we get to 500, I think we okay, there's I think we get to 500, maybe even maybe even 520. Once we get up to that 520, I think we consolidate until earnings, and then earnings comes, and then I think that could break out. Earnings could break this out through 533, and then take it on up to 550 and more. So I mean, overall DE looks good. I mean, we're above RSI 50. Okay, we came back, we held it, we were bouncing, you know, squeeze firing to the upside. Stochastic's doing well, everything looks good. You know, we're just building a bull flag now. Okay, nothing crazy. So I think it looks good. I think it's fine. I think the uptrend just started. I think we're in just a wave 1 to a 2, and we're gonna go into wave 3, which is gonna take us all the way to 520. And once that wave 3 takes us to that 520, we'll probably pull back to 500 or 505 to build that wave 4, and then wave 5 will take us through 533 and push us to 550. So I think it's pretty nice. So we have the weekly reversal bullish harami, and then we have the confirmation of the bullish harami. Now, as long as we stay above 472, we're fine. This is already confirmed. Now, if we gap up and then we sell all the way down to 457, then we have a big problem. Our confirmation is not there anymore. But I don't think that's going to happen. The monthly is just starting. Okay, so this monthly here, this monthly candle here, is a bottoming tail reversal candle, bullish engulfing on the monthly. Okay, we have 2 more days, Thursday and Friday, before the month's over. And this candle, if it stays like this, or goes a little higher, or just stays just exactly where it is, this is a nice reversal. And then we could expect next month to be like this, all the way to 520. All right. So next month I'm expecting 520. All right. So there's my target, 520. So this reversal monthly, and then the whole month next month run to 520. Okay, and then whatever earnings wants to do, whatever earnings does, whatever it does. It does nothing. It does nothing. It takes off. It takes off. But overall, DE, I like it. I'm not getting out of it. You know, whatever, it could pop and drop as many times as it wants. I'm not getting out of it. It's good to me. I like it. Doesn't look bad at all. Doesn't look bad at all. Just gotta have patience. All right. NEE. Let's see here. Okay, this stock, it's no good. No good. No good. Bearish divergence. Okay, it fired up, failed, bearish engulfing, lost the 20 SMA, confirmed the engulfing. So now it's probably going to come back here to 77.65. Okay. The only chance it has, if it could get back above 83.48 or 83.50, if it could get back above that, then maybe it has a chance. But otherwise, it's coming back to 77.65. You see, we had two failed breakouts here. Okay, we have this one here. This is a breakout point. Okay, we broke out here, failed, got back under this here. Okay, and then we try to get it again to break out again to here and here, failed both of them and got back in. So what does that mean? That means demand isn't there. Demand isn't there. It tried here, demand wasn't there. Tried here again, demand wasn't there. So then guess what? It has to come back where all the demand is. And all the demand is at 77.65. Okay. All right. Okay, LO. Uh, I'm sorry to say this, but okay, low, it's gonna chop around for a while. I mean, yeah, it's gonna chop around till earnings. I mean, the R side looks good. It's stochastic. Everything looks good, except the price action. The price action looks horrible, and it looks like it's gonna chop around. It's gonna stay in the zone between 130, maybe even 118 to 150. It's gonna stay in the zone until earnings. It's gonna stay in that zone. Oh, okay. Applied Materials. I haven't looked at this stock in a long time. I used to like Applied Materials. I liked them a lot. I used to trade them back in the day. They did really well. Looks like they're coming to do well as well again. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. All right. Applied Materials looks like it's going a straight shot to 255.50. And then it's probably going to stop right there. So you got another 20 points in it. Yeah, so you got another 20 points in it. So 255.50. So you got a straight shot there. Okay. You could be long it till there. and then it's going to build a giant cup and handle, or it just might go through it. But if the top of the channel is right here and this one goes to there, and it fits right there where it's at the top of the channel and it hits the target, then I would say it's any pullback from there. Otherwise, this is buy the dip to 255 on AMAT. All right. Yeah, AMAT looks good. I like that one. Forgot about that one. There's so many, I forget about them. Sometimes you're trading with stock and then you ended up trading other ones. Like LRCX, used to trade that one too. Used to trade that one a lot, and just haven't traded it. Forgot about it. Well, you get your favorites sometimes. You get newer favorites sometimes. These ones don't move, and then they move sometimes. Like this one's starting to move. Okay. So LRCX looks good. As long as it stays above 154, it looks good. Okay. RSI rebounds. I mean, not rebounced. It reset. RSI reset, and now it's looking like it's going to 169. 169. And 191 overall. Looks great. Oh, I messed up on this one. Should have caught that cup and handle. Look at that massive cup and handle breakout. Wow. Missed that one, huh? But yeah, it looks good. I mean, all of tech is going to look good. I mean, we're coming into a new age, It's like the dot-com bubble, but with AI, and it's not going to be a bubble because everything in the world is going to become automated. Car, kitchen, bathroom. They're even putting like robots in your house. That's crazy. Like iRobots that could cook, clean, wash your dishes, wash your clothes. It's crazy. The next 10 years is going to be interesting, to say the least, of how much technology is going to change. Okay. So, Lamp Research definitely is one of those that is going to have a hand in the future. Okay. Let's see, coin. All right, coin has earnings tomorrow after the close. It has a possible double bottom here, and it's making a bull flag right here. So, I mean, honestly, what I would prefer, I'd prefer if coins sold off all day tomorrow and hit 330 before earnings. So it could gap fill, and then earnings it could take off. That's what I would prefer. It's probably not going to do that. It's probably going to stay right here at 350, and that's where the daily support is for this bull flag. And it's probably going to stay right here. And then the earnings is going to be 50-50. I'm bullish on it, especially because Bitcoin is still holding that 108 level. You know, it hasn't broken down yet. It did reject the RSI 50. So Bitcoin did reject the RSI 50. It hasn't broken down that 108 yet. It broke here, hit the 200, came back, and stayed on that level that we need to stay. So, but I'm seeing markets hitting all-time highs. I think Bitcoin will come around and it will go up. So I am bullish on coin. I am. But again, I can't stress this enough. Earnings are 50-50. I don't care if it's the best company in the world. Earnings are going to be 50-50. So if you believe in it, you want to play it, cool. If you don't, wait till after the earnings, see what it does, and then ride the wave then. But I like it. I'm already long it, but earnings are 50-50. Can't change that. Okay, hood. Another one with earnings coming up next week. I don't think this breaks out until earnings, so this is going to chop around here. But hood's been, been coming up in the world. I remember when this stock used to be like $8. It was like $18 last year. Now look at it, 150. That's crazy. But, we can say that with a lot of stocks. AMD used to be $6 stock. Now look at it. It was 200, and now it's what, 260. So all these tech stocks, don't cut them short. Yeah, Robinhood's gonna go sideways for the week. Chop around. I don't think we break the highs, and if we do, it's a bad idea to break the highs before earnings. I wouldn't like it as much if it did that. Marvel looks good. It's a bull flag on the weekly. It's a bull flag on the weekly, looking nice. Looks like a nice setup. This one looks good. This is a good long, good swing. I'd say like a 2-3 week swing out. I would go with 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, just to be safe for a swing. And it's gonna go here. Let me get some price targets here. It's gonna go here, and this one is going to go. This one's gonna go. Let's go here. Okay. All right. So perfect. So it breaks out. We got a squeeze forming. RSI holding 50. Okay. Squeeze. Push it to the upside. Breaks that 93. We go 100, 107.50. It looks good. Looks good. I like it. Nice swing right there. Okay. Nokia, NOK. I already did that one. I got to get long only on that one. Okay. Target. Target, it's hard, right? Because like Target and Rite Aid and on Walgreens and on like all these places, they've been hit by like looters, like really heavy. I mean, especially in California and like Seattle. So like they're hurting their profit margins a lot. It's hurting them a lot. And even though Target might look good here, because it's on the lower end, it can't get past that 50 on the RSI. And it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks good, like a great buy here. It does. The only thing I'm worried about is, them, how on November 1st, they're cutting, SNAP benefits and welfare benefits. So I feel like at least in California and Seattle, and maybe even Washington, that there's going to be a lot more looting, or there might be even riots. I don't know. I'm just assuming, making these scenarios. But these stores will get hurt. These stores will get hurt the most, right? It looks good on the charts, but it's still in a choppy area. So, but I think that if things happen and there are like major things like that, and they don't have protection over themselves, like security or insurance or whatnot, I think the initial information that comes out, if that happens, is going to hurt the stock. So if it hurts the stock and then comes back down, tests the lows again, maybe it's a better buy there, So, and then we're gonna have to see what that's going to look like. It's in their earnings are 20 days into, November 1st. So you're gonna have to see what that earnings report is, and then also that earnings call. So I think right now it's a hold off. I think it could drop a little bit more before it starts to go. I mean, it's just rational thinking, right? It's just rational thinking. Like if you're foreseeing a future event happening, and maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe they don't loot. Maybe maybe they have high security, and maybe everything's all good, and they don't riot, they don't loot, they don't do all these things. But there's a chance that they do. I would wait until that chance sees what he does. I would rather wait till closer to the earnings to actually jump in on this. Okay. All right. UPS. All right. Oh, UPS finally doing something, huh? But it's still below 100. See, I told you guys. I said I don't think UPS is going lower than 82, but I also don't think it's gonna do anything. Okay, and it didn't do anything for like 2 months, and then finally it came out with some good earnings. And it's doing something, but all it did is gap fill. Or did it? It didn't even gap fill. So it didn't gap fill, but it didn't get past all this stuff too. It needs to get past 105 to actually start making moves, or actually 106.50. Gets past 106.50, it could start making moves. Right here, it still hasn't cleared this gap here at 101. So it needs to get past 100, then a 106.50, and then it could start making moves. Otherwise, it's still in a downtrend overall. Yeah, I mean, see, it hasn't even passed this section here. Hasn't passed this section. That's right there, 106. So once it could pass that, then we're talking, then we're in business. It's looking like a good start, though. It's looking like it's a good start. It's climbing out the shit. Okay? This was shit. All of this. Now it's trying to climb out of it. Okay? If it climbs out of it successfully, it could do something. But otherwise, it's not there for me, at least. BYND, huh? Okay. Now this is definitely shit. Okay. This is definitely shit. When it was at 6 and 7, I was trying to buy put so bad on this stock. I was buying it up, but it was frozen. It was a freeze. Like the stock was frozen. They had a halt on it, so I couldn't buy anything. So I moved on and I just went and bought other stuff. But if I would have got those, I would have held them all the way to $2. This was this stock isn't gonna come. It's not gonna come back. I don't know who eats Beyond Meat. I don't know one person. So I see it in the stores, and I see it on like Burger King, it's commercials and stuff like that. But I've never tried it. I don't know anyone who eats it. So, this stock used to be in the 200s. Now it's in the cents. Now it's a penny stock. Yeah, I don't think it's trying to make a comeback. So I don't know what you want me to do with this. So I mean, it popped up because it has a low float, but Otherwise, you know, earnings comes up, you know, you might have a little, maybe little pop there, but I don't think it's going to do this again. I don't think it's going to do this again. I might be wrong, but I don't think it's going to do that again. So I don't know what you want me to tell you about Beyond Meat. It's a shit stock, and it's no good. It's a penny stock. There's nothing on the chart that says it's going to do anything. So, sorry about that. Okay. CMG, Chipotle. Okay, Chipotle's been going, you know, I used to trade Chipotle when it was $800,000 stock, and that one was monster. It was a monster. And then they cut it, and then they changed up their menu. They changed up giving you portions. Now the company's going downhill, you know. So it's not as popular. I don't think as popular. They keep trying to bring in like new meat ideas like carne asada, but like the steak is better than the carne asada. You know, they try to bring in other things. It's not working for them. Here we got a bear flag. Okay, I think we go to 35.94. I think I said that last time on Chipotle. We're in a massive downtrend. Okay, I think we go to 35.94. I think that's a possibility that it holds there, and that might be a buy area. But let me double check. Yeah, 35.90. I would buy it. So another $4. Another $4 down. Okay, we have the 20th SMA crossing over the 50. That's a good thing. But if it doesn't pick up, let's see. Oh, it had earnings and it's already at 33, huh? Oh, it dropped. Okay. So it's all the way down here. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, so earnings estimate 28, actual 29, but they're let's see here. Okay. Revenue. Okay. So the revenue. Okay. So low on revenue. To be honest, look, you're gonna have to wait until the morning to see what price this opens at. But it looks like it's at the bottom of the channel, so you'll probably get a bounce. But that's not to say that this stock is even worth it. Unless they could get, look, if you bounce at 33, if it opens at 33, you don't know what it's going to open at. But say it opens at 33. And you get a bounce to 30, 35, 36, then yes, it's a buy. But otherwise, the whole chart in general just looks bad. Okay. Everything looks bad, but again, it stopped right at the trend line. It could probably get a bounce and then probably go to 35, 36. So that could be a buy in the morning. I would say that would be a buy in the morning. So let's see here. But if it goes anything lower than 33, if it opens at like 32 or something, I would stay away from it. I'd get the hell out of there. Because now you're trying to catch a falling knife. I'm not with that. But if it could hold that 33 level on that channel, then it has a possibility to go back to 36. But if it opens up with like 32, you just stay away from there. Keep your hands clean. It's no good. Okay. It's no good. No bueno. Okay. T-Doc. All right. Ooh. Okay, we played this last week. right? We got the 9 lottos, and those ones doubled up with 300%, I think. We got like 300% on those. And then we got out. Never looked at it again. And, ooh, not looking good here. We got, what, earnings? Earnings after the market. So what did it do? What did it do? Pretty much did nothing. Pretty much did nothing. So, you know, this has to get back above 836. If it can't get back above 836, this one's falling down. If it could get back above 836, which is at 200 SMA, and it could hold there, then it has a possibility to hold this channel and go back up. But otherwise, it doesn't look good. Okay, hymns. Hymns does not like this area right here. This is where the erectile dysfunction kicks in right here. Boom. Every time. Come around here, boom, drops off, boom, drops off. Okay, and it's steadily holding that 200 SMA. It's holding that 200 SMA now. RSI is underneath 50. Squeeze firing down. That's no good. Stochastic's down. Okay, we're holding that 200 SMA, but barely. Okay, we got earnings when? Next week. Earnings next week. Let's see. Past earnings, they dropped. This earnings, they popped. This earnings, they popped. Okay, this earnings, they popped. This earnings, they dropped. Okay. All right. This is the hard one because 42.25 is where the buyers are. And 65, 66. No, actually, yeah, 65 to 67 is where the sellers are. So if this sells off to 42 by earnings, maybe I'm a buyer there at 42. But if it just stays around here, it's a toss-up, 50-50. And there's nothing else I can say. So if it drops down to 42, that's a possible. But staying around here, that's 50-50 shot. And I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't. I'd wait for after earnings. Doesn't look great to me. Doesn't look good at all. Okay. Microsoft. All right, Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft. We almost hit all-time highs there. Okay, almost hit that. I like it. I like it. I like it. Looks good. It had earnings today, right? Let's see. Earnings. Okay, it's hitting at 520. It's holding at 520. Okay, let's see where 520 is at. Okay, 520 is right here. I'm a buyer at the open. I'm a buyer at the open. Why? Because we rallied up high, almost hit all-time highs. Okay, failed. Okay, dropped off, sold off. We're holding at 520, which is the 20 SMA, and we gap fill all these gaps. So I'm a buyer, and I bet you we buy in the morning, it's going to hit 530. It's going to hit 530 tomorrow. Okay, so you buy it up in the morning. I mean, it all depends really also if the markets do drop. But if the markets are staying the same way, they chop around, they do nothing. Buy Microsoft right in the morning, it goes to 530. Okay, it goes to 530. You know, what are the earnings? Okay, earnings killed it. EPS. Okay, beyond expectations. Okay, their revenue. Okay, their revenue was a little shy. Okay, but I think this is by the dip. 100%. By the dip. And I think I told that earlier in the chat. But yeah, I think if you could get this at 520, I think it's a steal because it's gonna go to 530. So let's see here. Okay, so that implied volatility is gonna go away. Okay, 530 calls. They're $20 right now. I bet you they're gonna be. They're probably gonna be like $3 tomorrow, $3 to $4, maybe, maybe $3 to $4, maybe even 250 to 350. I want to say 250 to 350. So I'm gonna be buying them, and I'm gonna sell them probably for $5, $5 or $6 if it does what I think it's gonna do. Okay, so I'll make 100% on that. So we'll see. Okay, as a group tomorrow, we'll see. Okay, someone remind me in the morning. Buy 520 calls, lottos, or 530 call lottos, and see what we're gonna get. Okay, I'll try to pin it in the chat. Okay, all right. So Microsoft, that's that. All right, BA. Well, here before we get there, let's see. Monthly. Yeah, I mean this is all day. Microsoft is going to 650. uh 650. Okay, 650. All right. And 700. Okay, Microsoft is going 650, 700. Okay, so buy the dip tomorrow. Buy the dip on there. Okay. BA. All right, BA had earnings today. You know, I had a feeling that it was gonna do this. That's why I didn't get any lottos. I didn't get no lottos on BA. I had a feeling it was any drop. I got long calls only because I figured maybe it would have popped, but I figured it was gonna drop and fill this. It was gonna fake break out here and then drop back in here. But we did have a squeeze firing up, and the RSI was above 50. Everything looked good, so that's why I was like, you know what, I'll get some longer calls. But I think we hit. Was it 212? 212. 212. Okay. So this area between 210 and 212, that's a buy zone. Okay, it should bounce from there, bounce back up, and then set up. And this descending triangle, which is bullish pennant on the weekly, it should set up maybe in the next week or two to take off. But if we lose 210 and we start dropping, then we have problems. Okay, but otherwise, we're still golden for long. Still golden for longs. You know, BA, consolidation sideways here. Look at that. That bull flag on the monthly looks great. We could even drop down to 190 and it would still be good. And the bull flag, but I don't want it to do all that. I'd rather stay right here. Set up, then we go 255, 270, 272. We break above that 270 area. We'll be on our way to run it to 333 and 400 and overall 600. Longer term, this is like 2 years out. But a year out, I think BA will be 350 to 400 in a year. 1 year. 1 year time frames for, say, next year, December. I feel like we should be in that 333, 400 area, maybe even sooner. But I'm thinking, once we break that 370 level, we're gonna get to 300 easy, fast, and then 333 and 400 are gonna come pretty quickly too. And then we're gonna have trouble at 400. We'll have trouble at 400 for a while, And that's gonna take a while before we break it up to hit that 500 and then 600. All right, all right. So be in Google. All right, Google. All right, Google. Google has just been making us money for a long time, all year. All year. Google's just been making us a shit ton of money. Google rallied up. Our target was 281, right? 281. Let's see, had earnings. Wow. Okay. 295. Okay, where's that? 291 right now. All right. Well, even though Google looks great and it's probably going to go a little bit more or a lot more, I'm still going to sell that open. I'm going to sell that open and reposition. So everybody who has the calls that we have, I'm going to sell it open just because it's a big gap up. It's $20 gap up. I'm going to sell it open, see what it does, and then reposition. I'll probably reposition into some 300 calls, maybe even to some 330 calls for January, or maybe some 300 calls for November 21st. So it depends on what we do at the open, but I will sell at the open. But yes, I am still bullish on Google very much. And I do think we're going to go 300, 330 in the time. But I need to see what it does at the open. It's a $20 gap up. People are going to be taking profit. All right. All right. ENPH. It doesn't look good right here. ENPH, the low is 29.89. What I had earnings, and the earnings dropped it. Earnings dropped it to the lows pretty much, 31. RSI is below 50 and it's rejecting. Squeeze is not firing yet, but if this keeps acting like this doesn't hold in reverse, this is going to fire down. It's going to fall down. So if that happens, damn, you could see $17 if that happens. You break 29, you break 29.80, you're gonna be dropping. You're gonna be seeing $17. So that's a dangerous one. Dangerous one. You guys will hold where it is, or else it's no good. All right, NVIDIA. All right, NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA made us some good money yesterday and today. Good money. Now, this here, it hit our target at 211. I said that we were going to hit that today. I mean, not today, but this week. I said 211 was target, right above 291. We got that baby. We got that baby nicely today. It put in a exhaustion candle here. Okay, we'll see if it confirms it tomorrow. And how do we confirm it tomorrow? Well, even if we gap up and we sell off, looking like a candle like this, right? Looking like a candle like this, we could still drop to 200, or even 196. 196. If we drop to 296, say we drop it like this, 296. If we drop it to 296, 295 right here, 296 area, I'm gonna sell all the puts. I'm gonna buy longs. Just all longs. I'm gonna buy all longs. If that happens tomorrow, if we sell off and we go to 196, I will sell all the puts and I will buy too many longs that I can't even. I'll buy too many longs. Tesla will be a $600 stock one day. Okay, we just hit 5 trillion. I think it's gonna be the first $10 trillion stock for sure. But that's 400. That's gonna be like 4 420, 420, 425, 420, 430, something like that. But I think this is going to be a $600 stock. So, in the next, I want to say next four years probably. So, I think that will be $300 stock next year. Okay, next year, maybe even, next year for sure, $300 stock. So that's already a 50% move in the stock. All right. So I want to see it pull back first to 196, and then I'm going to buy it up. I'll buy it. I'll buy the hell out of it. Okay. Because I think that this one is gonna take off. I think we'll be 260 before the end of the year. I say 240 definitely gonna come, but 260 I think will be before January. I think we get 260. And then next year, I think we hit 300. Okay. So it's an easy bet. I don't know if you guys were here when we told you guys to get those leaps on the video for 2028 or 2027. 2027 or 2028. No, 2027, yeah. 200 calls, right? Those things are massive. So we're going to let those run. We got 10 of those bad boys too. We're going to let those run. I think we're going to let them run all the way to 300 and see how that does. Those ones will be epic. But for now, I want to say I hope we pull back to 196 tomorrow or the next day, and then so we could load up. But if this keeps going, if we pass 211 tomorrow and pass 212, then this one's just going to keep going. It's just going to be nonstop. It's just going to be nonstop. So, NVIDIA, long term, very bullish. Very, very bullish. Extremely bullish. I want to say 10 times bullish. But short term, I want to pull back. We'll see if we get it. Okay, here, I'll leave that there just in case we get that pullback. All right. Okay. Tesla. RSI above 50. Squeeze forming to the upside. Stochastics looks good. Weekly bull flag looks great. Once we break that 470, 510 comes quickly. So I'm expecting in the next 2 weeks, 510. I told you guys last week, the week before that, I said November, Tesla will be 500. Okay? I'm not trying to make that happen. If Tesla wants to make it happen. But we're holding that 460. If we could continue holding that 460, we could possibly break out that 470 this week. If we could break that 470, we'll get 500 this week before the end of Halloween. But if not, it's probably gonna happen next week. But you gotta know, once we break that 471, we're going 500. So looks good. Looks very good. And then Tesla, I told you guys Tesla was going to go to 700. I told you guys that last time. Okay? So Tesla easily going to go to 700. Easy. Okay? This setup here. Here, let me get this right. This setup here. Oh, great. Set up here. Just do that. Yep, easy 700. Easy 700. So, if you want to get long Tesla, now's the time. Because once it starts going, once it breaks that 471, it's going to go break that 488.50. And once it breaks that, 500 is there, and then it's not going to look back. It's not going to go below 500 again. All right? J&J. J&J is a buy right here. It's at that monthly breakout. It has a long tail reversal candle. It reverses here. Tomorrow it should push back up into the high 180s, maybe 190. If that happens, the RSI turns around right on that 50, and then we come back and try to get over that 20 SMA. We get back over that, we set up, and we'll go. We'll go. But right now, J&J, perfect buy opportunity. Perfect buy opportunity. The video I already did. Okay. Okay, ARM not looking so great. Bearish divergence. False breakout here. Doesn't look so great. I don't like it for calls. I like it for puts. Looks like it's going to pull back to the 20 SMA at least. Going to pull back to the 20 SMA. Probably chop around here until earnings comes up. But not looking the greatest. Not for calls at least. Starbucks, huh? Starbucks looks like a giant consolidation cluster, and it is. Now, is that to say that this won't be something in the future? No, I think it's going to be a monster in the future. I think it will be at 160. 160 and 140. 160, 140. But so far, it's just consolidating. It needs some kind of AI news in order for it to take off. I don't know when that's going to happen, but once they figure out how to integrate that AI software into making coffee and delivering coffee at Starbucks things, then this thing is going to skyrocket. So if you want to buy some leaps on this bad boy for that time, cool. You have my blessings. But until then, Starbucks ain't doing a damn thing. I would be looking at 2028, January 2028, 100 calls. They're $1,100, but maybe even some. The spreads are huge on these ones, so that's crazy. Spreads are huge on these ones. 615. Okay, I would probably go with the 100 ones. The spread's still big, but not as bad. I would still go there, but otherwise, Starbucks ain't doing nothing. It's doing nothing. It has been doing nothing for a long time. DT REF. Okay, I don't know what this is, but it's like a fucking penny stock. Doesn't have options on it. Materials. Doesn't have any information on it. You know, it's below 50 cents. 20 cents. I guess you could do something with it above 20 cents, but otherwise, I don't know. I wouldn't trade this. I don't even know what it is. Some kind of materials, but downtrend here, holding the 100 SMA, holding above 20 cents. It would need to break 25 cents to do something, and then you have 30 cents as resistance. Gets past that, then it could do something. Otherwise, it's not doing anything. Okay, another one. Needs above 128 to do anything. Below that, no good. Intel, been a banger for us. Been a banger. We got in at 24, 23. It's already almost doubled. Been a banger. Okay, squeeze farming. Still looks good. It's still in an uptrend. It's hit all-time highs. I mean, what else do you want? Okay. It's a little tired. It's a little tired here, but it's still uptrending. So as long as it doesn't break down, then you just ride the trend. Okay, big target is 50. NVTS, we got in at 7, popped all the way up, almost hit our target at 18. Now we're just chilling on the bull flag support of 13.13. As long as it holds 13.13, don't worry about it. That's what I've been telling people. Don't worry about it. It's a long play anyway. It's a long calls. So, long calls. I'm just going to tell it you again. Long calls on this. Long calls. WM. Okay. Well, that doesn't look good. We got a squeeze firing down. RSI below 50. Stochastics falling. We're falling below all of this consolidation. Oh, yeah. It looks really bad. Looks really bad. Okay. If it cannot hold, which I don't think it will, it cannot hold 195. It's going to go 185. And then it's going to go 175. 174. Okay, not looking great. Nope, not looking great at all. I think it goes 185, then 174. That's where it goes. 184, 185, then 174. Okay. All right, this stock. Okay, Teradyne. I feel like I heard that before. Is that movie? Is that Teradyne? Isn't that company on the Terminator? I think that was right. That's where I've heard it before. So robotics, semiconductors. Okay. I think might be wrong, but I think I heard that one. That's that company from the Terminator. That made the Terminator. Okay, monthly looks good. Weekly looks good. All right. So here's your key. If you can stay above these two levels, 163, 168, then you're bullish. You're going to continue on going higher. You'll go 190, 200. Go 190. You go 200. Okay. If you gap down tomorrow for whatever reason, you gap down. Okay, below 160. This is trash. You just stay away from it. Get away from it. Don't touch it. But if you stay above these levels tomorrow, you're good to go. 200. Okay, DE already did. You got 7 of the 200 calls. Oh my gosh. The NVIDIA calls, you're gonna make bank. Well, you're already making bank. They're already killing it. Okay, NVTS already did. Okay, go did everything. All right, cool. We did everything. Am I missing anything? Let's see here. Am I missing everything? No. All right. Well, we already kind of did Bitcoin earlier. Bitcoin needs to hold up. We do have this little like head and shoulders pattern kind of thing here. So we're gonna see if that breaks down or holds up. Okay, we hold that 108, 800, then we could still move. Okay, we lose that, we drop this head and shoulders, we could drop all the way down to 100. And, the markets are hitting all-time highs, so we don't want that to happen to Bitcoin because then it's going to pull us back. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll do that one last one. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. It's not going to do anything till earnings. So it's going to chop around here until earnings. But I'm very bullish on it. Okay. But yeah, that's it. Starbucks already did. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys next week, same time. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.